businesses are the cornerstone of pretty much every town or city in our region, and they provide a lot to the economy around the entire state of Ohio. That's why today we are chatting with somebody. Her name is Libby. She joined us remotely, and she is an expert in helping small businesses with something called GrantWatch, which she is the founder of. We're going to understand what more of what that is in just a moment. Before we dive into the details, my friend Libby, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. So nice to be with you in Dayton, Ohio.
It is nice to be chatting with you, and give me a little bit of context here. What exactly do we mean when we say grants, and how can those be helpful for small businesses?
Well, most of the time, small businesses' problem is cash flow or starting the small business, how you get started. GrantWatch is the website that has grants for small businesses, nonprofits, and individuals. So when you apply for a grant, which I always say, don't make that your life preserver, make that your add-on, right? Grants are there for so many different things. I just saw a grant for moms and opening small businesses. So they're all there.
If I'm hearing you right, what you're saying, these grants can be helpful from GrantWatch for so many different groups, so many different people. Give me a little bit of context here. If somebody wants to start looking for a grant for a small business or even for use in another context, how can they start that process, particularly if they're using GrantWatch, the website that you have founded? How can they start that process?
Well, they need to know, of course, who they are. What's your eligibility? Are you a nonprofit? Are you a business? Are you an individual seeking a grant? So that's most important, because you want to get rid of the white noise when you're looking. What happened was and this is really strange, that I was asked, how many grants are there in Dayton? And I started to research, and it took me a long time. And I said, this is too difficult for people. So this week, because I was coming on your show, I had my developers work on something, and now you can actually search for grants by city and county. Can you imagine? We just changed that search engine just for you guys. So it's there. What you'll do is you'll go to search for a grant, and you'll put in your parameters of your search. And I looked just before we started the show, and there are 1,903 grants for Ohio, inclusive of Dayton.
Of course, as you said, there are so many different grants that can help so many different organizations, from small businesses to nonprofits. And we are thankful that you have created a resource that makes it easier for our viewers at home, if they are involved in one of those organizations, to go and take a look at them. We are just about out of time. Before we go, I want to make sure we give a shout out to you. You are also not just the founder of this website, but the author of a book that also deals with grants. Just tell us a little bit more about your book and where we can grab a copy.
Well, this is my book, The Queen of Grants, From Teacher to Grant Writer to CEO. And I've actually started book 2, which is going to talk about growing your business. In here, I go step by step and show you how to write a grant. I teach you my mnemonic, which is PMF, Passion Maps and Folders, and that's why we have hearts on the book cover. And that tells you really how to instill your passion into your grant application. And I just want to tell everyone that on GrantWatch, we really recognize you. If you write a grant and you win, let us know, because what we do is we send you this mug, this latte mug, for free. It's just our way of saying, hey, you did a great job, and we want to pat you on the back. So when somebody passes your desk and this is there, they know you are a grant awardee.
We are just about out of time. Thank you so much, my friend, for giving us all those details today. Thank you so much.